The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests.
What is going on to all of my Ghost Mafia out there? What's going on? My name is Trey the Ghost Tactical. Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast. We are streaming this live on YouTube in front of a so-called, what do you want to call it? A live studio audience. If you're out there live in the chat, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do. This podcast is fueled by our good friends over at HRT Tactical. Go check them out. They've got best plate carriers out there. They've got war belts. They've got first aid kits. They've got everything. They got smoke grenades, bro. They got smoke grenades over on their website. Go check out HRT Tactical. Let them know that Trey sent you. And we'll talk about them a little bit later. But yeah, if you are out there live, go ahead and say something. If you're watching this in replay or listening to this in podcast form, then utilize the comment section below. Tell us whatever, how pretty we are and how awesome we are. We love hearing lies like that. But we also invite you to join the live studio audience every Tuesday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tactical. Come check us out if you are Jim Rawls. How you doing? If you are looking for some like-minded people, some people in this community, or you're new to the community and you just want to meet people and all that, we have some great people that are always here every week. So come say hello with us and make sure you bring your friends and all that stuff. If you would like to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends over at Valiant Dynamics, the Evolver stock. I can't even say that. The Evolver stock, the hands down, my opinion, hands down, the greatest rifle stock ever created. So go check out Valiant Dynamics. Let them know the Ghost sent you. That number is 530-364-467. I think it's scrolling down below. It is. Scroll is running, Clover. I don't know what you're not seeing, but scroll is running.
Because I just turned it on.
I had it on earlier. Did you turn it on? Did you turn it off?
I turned it on.
I was running during the pre-show. I don't know. I'm not very smart, man. You gotta help me out. I haven't had my crayons today. I might not have, but I swore to God that it was wrong. But anyways, thank you for turning that on. That sexy voice back there, we'll bring him in a second. Everyone should know who that voice is. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in that darkness, and you're looking for some light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I'll probably be able to walk you through some stuff, talk you through some stuff. More importantly, I can just listen if that's what you need to. If you are looking to get towards some medical attention, remember two things. One, you're not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please, utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255, or text the word TALK to 741-741. We are spotlighting, as always, United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And as always, we are proud members of the Firearms Radio Network and the Self-Defense Radio Network, even though I haven't uploaded the last few over there, but it's okay. Probably need to. Go check out all your favorite pro gun, pro toy podcasts over at firearmsradio.net and selfdefenseradio.net. Let me get this off of my ugly mug. Say hello to the merry band of morons. Currently, from the great company of Anderson Manufacturing over in Hebron, Kentucky, currently in his living room. I love that fireplace, bro. That is just a badass fireplace. Love that thing. We have our buddy Shirtless Kyle. What's up, homie?
Yo, what up, Ghost? Thanks for
What
having
up,
me on.
homie? Yeah, buddy. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. All right. Everything good with your life? How was your trip back? Everyone got home safely? Was it just you, Chris, and Jeremy?
Yeah, just me, Chris, and Jeremy.
Good Lord.
It was actually
All
pretty
you
cool.
need.
They had some Army buddies in the area, and I had one Marine down there, so
Nice.
we all kind of linked up out there as well. So it was a good
Nice.
time. But yeah, we all made it back safely, man. Still kind of exhausted, but
It happens. Whoa, we don't need to zoom in that much on
yeah,
the Ginger, bro.
get in there, Ginger. I want to see that stat.
We do not need up close of that mug. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford. From the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews, we have John the Ginger Soulless Bastard. What's up, homie?
What's up, brother? It's Tuesday.
Good people, good special teams, special people. It's Tuesday. All right.
All right, now that that's out of the way.
Yeah, we gotta do our ritual. Some people have handshakes. We do our Tuesday shit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
How are you doing, homie?
I'm exhausted as hell. I did more steps over the weekend than I did at SHOT Show, which
Well,
is
that's what you get when you start going around merry-go-rounds for like 3 hours at night. You know, I mean, that's what it is. You do realize that, like, if you don't have to walk in the merry-go-rounds, it turns by itself, so you can just stand in one spot. They didn't tell you that. I'm sorry.
No, they didn't tell me that. I wasn't smart enough.
How many holes of putt did you play this weekend?
0.
Boy, honky.
I didn't play any putt. I went
said.
from the show to dinner to bed every night. Oh, and I went to a speakeasy one night with the boys over at Night Vision.
You missed out on the scooter life at night, bro.
Yeah,
I heard Pink has found another scooter, as always.
Oh my god, we're sitting there eating wings. We just look out the window. There's Pink with his bald head. Just
it's so good. They started. He and Sadini did. I want to say it was. I think Clover, was that in Indy? Like the first time in Indy? I think it was.
Yeah.
And that video went fucking viral. And ever since then, they find a scooter everywhere they go. It's hilarious. God damn, John, what are you doing to that microphone, homie?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here.
they're so fun. The scooters, like, I don't know, especially in Atlanta. We explored.
There ain't no hell I'm riding down the Atlanta highway and fucking love shacking it to a scooter.
Oh, we looked like a straight up Abercrombie and Fitch commercial coming down the streets of Atlanta. Scooters. Every once in a while, we'd ring the little ding ding.
Oh, they had bells.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
We was getting it.
Awesome. What's going on at GOA and FLR, bro?
GOA, we got some cool stuff working on in the background that industry people know about and need to sign about. We can't talk about it. So if once I can talk about it, I'll bring it up, but I can't talk about it right now. Only 3 of the 4 people or 5 people in this room know about it.
I'm not special.
You're one of them.
Oh, I guess I am.
Yeah. So
do I know about it? Oh, I know.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
You're about as fast as a Gen 1 PlayStation loading there, buddy.
Wow. Once again, bro, I ain't that smart, but I know what love is.
And then by the end of the weekend, goals was the talk of the show. So I was getting pulled in like 20 different directions to get talked about goals. So we're almost full. We're almost sold out now.
Are you really? Nice.
Yeah, we've got like 10 or 15 booths left to sell.
No shit.
Yeah, so awesome. it was a intense weekend.
Remind me after to tell you about something about that. By the way,
about goals.
Cryptic.
Yeah, that's
about
really cryptic.
No. Yeah, about goals, but about somebody who you offered us. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Just do it live. Let's do this live.
Fuck yeah, dude. You got no balls.
if it didn't directly potentially interfere with what I do every day, I would. But
Okay. All right, fine. Scott said he's not gonna be able to make it to goals this year. Then what the hell, dude?
Damn. Also, if you haven't seen it already, the goals_con page put out a spicy reel on Monday. You should go check it out.
I saw that.
Real spicy.
Your idea is spicy, and my idea is spicy, a little different.
Yeah, yours is some G-rated spicy, bro.
It was
step up the game a little bit. That was PG for you guys. That's pretty hard.
It was PG for us.
Ohio white kid spicy is what that was.
That's Cincinnati chili spicy.
Hey.
I was waiting for that.
I had to find the unmute button real quick. I'm over here scrambling.
It was
Lord,
spicy
dude,
for us.
It's only been like a couple hours. You've already forgot how to do this?
I hate you.
We'll talk afterwards. A little development there.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Anybody else find it weird that I'm the only one who has no idea what John's talking about? Am I the one guy on the panel that doesn't know?
Well, you're also the one guy that hadn't read the NSA chat today, so yeah, you probably haven't been on Instagram much.
All right, so
I can't have an awesome inside joke.
I checked it one time, and I see Gary doing a music review, and I'm like, nah, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
Well, that's what unlocked the hell that took forth after that.
I know. It looks like I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you did. You got your theme song picked up for you, though.
Yeah, I love that.
Kentucky Cooter, baby. Speaking of Cooter. Oh, we haven't finished with John. Okay. Yeah.
I'm good. I don't know what else. FLR, we got a video coming.
FLR.
We put out a short about the Kuna again. Yay.
But you didn't tell everybody about your big, huge announcements you made over the weekend.
What big, huge announcement did I make over the weekend? I'll remember what happened this weekend. It was so crazy.
Well, that was your first mistake for hanging out with me and Sadini night one.
Yeah, that was not a good idea, probably.
We're starting a Spanish program. I guess that's a big announcement. I don't know.
I don't think that's what Chase is talking about.
Not at all.
I don't think Chase gives a fuck about that.
And you're not very good at that anyway, since you wouldn't drink tequila with us.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't drink anything. I quit drinking.
Same here. Except when I do drink, I drink heavily. But, I'm still waiting. What's the big announcement, dude? The world, there's like the world of 11 people are listening right now.
Fuck if I know. I don't know what the big announcement is. I can't remember.
Well, you're the one that made it. You should know.
You personally?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Is he going trans? Congratulations.
He's going to be the first. He's going to be the first influencer in the industry. He'll be fully rated all right.
He is the first trans deputy dog in GOA.
Jesus.
High Point's making an AR-15. Well, they're selling an AR-15. I'm sorry, I had to.
I don't know what the fuck.
Even better.
Chase, you want to fill me in on what this big announcement is? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just wanted to put you on the spot and see what you came up with.
I got nothing.
His mind was going, God, what did I say? Did I say something like all weekend? What did I say?
I didn't say. I don't know what I said. I was so drained by Friday afternoon that I don't know what I said.
It was a long show. Like I have not felt this run down after a show ever. I don't know what was up with this.
The vibes were off, old Bob.
They were. It's just like nobody wanted to show up except for us. Minus somebody who hosts this thing. But he had a valid excuse. Everybody else, on the other hand.
I mean, trust me, if I could have, I would have.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. But since but
I'm already going to hell, I might as well not
show up.
Yeah, I was surprised at that too, though. I was surprised. There was a lot of people that I had talked to that said they were going to go, that didn't go. The Bang helped on some. What the fuck? Who'd Armintia?
Bang always helps.
The vibes were weird.
Are
The
you
RSR cards
pimping
were
out
out.
Armintia? She's banging people now. What the hell's going on?
She's banging me. She banged me twice.
Oh yeah,
Great. About. I felt fantastic after.
Do you have a cuck chair in that room?
I had a very comfortable, actually.
Okay. All right. That sexy voice, the Cooter himself, Cooter Brown from EAA. What's up, Chase?
What up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? How your dogs feeling right now? Still hurting?
Honestly, they're all right now. I'm just still tired. I need to like really, get them this whole sleep schedule thing. But dude, like Sunday, I was ready to just cut my legs off and Lieutenant Dan it.
Lieutenant Dan, you got your magic legs. I'd live every day like that if I could.
And it wasn't so bad like the walking. Like John said, dude, I put in some steps. I don't know what it was about that place. I think I averaged like 15 or 16,000 steps, whatever it was my app said.
Well, you had to go down 4 fucking levels to get there to start with.
Well, yeah, you had to go to to the 4th level of hell. You had to tip your hat to Jeffrey Epstein as you rolled in. But it freaking, I don't know what it was, man. We were all talking a bunch of the different guys, all the vendors. We were all talking about it. It wasn't the walking; it was whatever was going on with the floor. Nobody's booth was comfortable, no matter what kind of floor.
That's why I was asking you at one point. Do they not have padding, or is it just bad padding? Or what?
Terrible. Just standing around sucked.
Our booth was comfortable, Case.
Well, it's because you were laying down the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't see you once in your fucking booth.
Yeah, I walked by a few times, and I even took over a futon for a few minutes and just straight up laid out.
Good. Did you use the USB port? Charge your phone?
I did not. I didn't even notice that.
Oh man, that was an added feature, like a hidden.
Who
feature.
won the? By the way, who won the? What's that shit called?
Cornhole
bags. Cornhole. Who won the cornhole contest?
We didn't have an official contest, but
Artax grandkids.
Yeah, Artax grandkids. Jeremy and Chris were doing pretty dang good. They were a unit
That's
out
not
there.
Fair.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I almost picked one up and yeeted it at somebody, but I decided not to.
That would have been so good. That'd have been great.
You should have done that, actually.
I really should have. If I'd had a GoPro on at the time, this person really annoyed me, so I would have done it.
And then
why you gotta talk? Why you gotta throw beanbags at Clover? Come on. Speaking of which,
well, for him, they're like beanbag chairs. They're kind of big.
Beanbag thrones, if you will.
Yeah.
For His Highness. Speaking of His Highness, the from the great state of Texas, the keeper of all things Texas pride, the Leprechaun King himself. What's up, bro?
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Good. We're glad to have you. How was your weekend?
It was a little on the boring side, a little on the tiring side. I don't know. It was weird. Wasn't great.
I literally have heard that
Wasn't
from
great.
Everyone I've talked to in the last few days. I was talking with Ron and Nathan and a couple others, and everyone was like, "Oh, it was just weird." It was I'm not saying it's bad. It was just it's definitely it was definitely the weirdest NRAAM they've ever been.
It was. I can't say it was the. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It was the worst NRA ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low energy. My wife says out there. Yeah, absolutely. There was no. You know what it was?
I wasn't there.
I know what it was.
That's what I wasn't there. I'm sorry. Actually, it was because Gary wasn't there.
There's some truth to that. There was way too many people that are normally at these shows that was not at these shows.
Yeah.
And I think it seriously pulled the total amount of energy that we had available, combined amount of energy, like Voltron, right?
Yeah, sure.
We didn't have all of our pieces. It fucked us up.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that it's Atlanta. I mean, let's just be honest. It didn't help that, Atlanta's.
I agree. We took one Uber, and the rest of the time was a bus back and forth to the venue. Well, we took an Uber twice because we had to get back. And
You
the
didn't
rest of
enjoy
the time
those
was
$50 Ubers to go 4 miles?
Oh, we didn't. It wasn't $50. I don't remember what it was for when we went to eat that night, but it wasn't that. And then I don't know. I didn't see anything. We seen one tweaker on a street corner. What was it, Sunday morning?
Dude, John's right here. Don't call him that in front of him. So
this is true. Yeah.
And can you imagine John tweaking? That would be so funny.
And then there was another one. I think maybe we were headed back Sunday. So, but we were told too that whenever there's a big event in that area, that the cops come through and use city buses and round up all the homeless people and get them out of there, and tell them if they come back before the weekend's over, they're going to lock them up.
Yeah.
Basically, just to clean it up temporarily, type thing. But hell, even with that, there was a cop that got shot and a kid that got beat by a homeless person, and like it was still,
holy shit.
It was still some pretty. I mean, did you other guys hear about that?
The cop, yeah, because I was there when it happened.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he got grazed at least. I was on the other side of the Mercedes Stadium, like where it starts getting real rough.
Mm-hmm.
Guy was fighting with the cop. He shot at the cop. It grazed the cop. Cop shot, killed the dude.
Oh wow! Wow.
Speaking of that,
normal Tuesday,
just a Tuesday in Atlanta. Yeah.
Speaking of shooting at cops, have y'all seen the video where the wife of Weezer's bassist got in a shootout with a cop?
I saw that.
I haven't seen that yet.
What the fuck? Like, I don't know the whole story, or I don't.
Did she win?
It,
because if she lost, then she is the former wife of Weezer bassist.
She didn't hit them, and they hit her supposedly in the shoulder. So I would say she did not win.
It was apparently like mistaken identity or wrong house or something like that. But they tried to she didn't know it was the cops coming after her or whatever. So she defensively shot at them. They shot at her. This whole thing.
Yeah, it's a weird. What little of the story I've seen was super weird. It's like it almost is like the cops didn't identify themselves good enough.
They may not have.
Or maybe she was tweaked out of her gourd. Who knows?
Yeah,
that's that whole problem with those no-knock raid things. Is that's how you get shot.
Yeah.
True.
Well, the fact that she had and was ready to defend herself, that's kind of interesting. What were you going to say?
She didn't want him to destroy her sweater. That's all that was.
Hey, Buddy Holly, man. I'm just saying, Buddy Holly likes that sweater, and they live on an island. Island in the sun.
Yeah. I don't need to give him any more credit than he already gives himself. But Clover, we were talking the other day, and he's summed that up pretty well as far as feel, the show, the vibe.
Yeah.
He's like, it's very NBS-ish where he went to that time. It's everybody was like, the industry guys are all there and hanging out and talking to each other, but everybody else that makes all that stuff tick was not.
Yeah.
And so the energy was very low. And I would 10 not recommend that again.
I saw more Rascal scooters and RSR carts at an NRA show than I've seen ever before.
God, the fucking
the carts were back.
Scooters.
And it was bad.
And
so bad.
you've got Grandma and Grandpa Rascal moving at about 1/3 the speed of snail down aisles in fucking tandem.
Oh, taking the whole aisle.
And both of them have dogs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? How are you possibly seeing anything? First of all, no faster than you're moving. And by the time you get to the end of one aisle, how do you even get your dog out to piss before it pisses all over the place? And maybe they don't. Maybe it pisses all over them. I don't know. But it was
the dog had a diaper
weird.
on it.
That was one of the weirdest fucking things I've seen.
he's 100% right. As every old person on a scooter, like 8 out of 10, had some kind of little like Chihuahua.
Oh, not like a cool dog, like a little
lap dog.
Like
lap
little
dog.
dude.
Oh,
And they were all
hell
old as the
no.
people carrying them.
Nope.
So I'm like, how they're all not
And-
just pissing all over the floor, I don't know.
And I don't think there was a single motherfucker in there that picked up a gun that the first thing they didn't do was ram their finger into the trigger guard. Second thing was muzzle flash somebody.
Everybody. We did a great video on that, though, to show you what not to do.
Like, holy shit. Like, every single person that picked one up, like, it was unbelievable. Like, NRA, you need to do your job with firearm safety there, people.
Hey, everybody's a certified instructor in that place. It's okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Well,
Right?
everyone in the world's NRA certified instructor. So, I mean, all you got to do is fill out a piece of paper, you know? Yes, Ginger.
I had more guns pointed at me at that show than any
Yeah,
other
'cause
show.
you're Ginger.
And then I watched a dude run into a booth in his rascal, like hit the booth, and someone's like, "Hey, you're gonna hit people." Back up and run into two people, then ram forward back into the booth, like multiple times.
I got hit by a scooter. Paul got hit by a scooter.
Well, you know those old people, John.
Really?
He may have been having a stroke, so cut him a little slack.
Well, that's true. They got to hang on to those donations while they can.
I thought it was just me, John, but I will say it was like every time I turned a corner, someone was sighting in on me, and I was like, "What in the heat is going on here?"
Dude, the guys at Rock River, I walked over and like had to like physically pick up the tripods and move it because I got tired of having rifles pointed at my face all day.
Dude.
I was like, no offense, y'all, but like every old person on this planet is like literally lining up on my face. I'm getting kind of
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so crazy.
I will say though, the Silencer Co. scooter was amazing.
Silencer Co. had a scooter like
Did y'all
like
not
in
see
their
the
booth?
guy on the Silencer Co.? So Silencer Co. kept having some of their guys like dress up and running around on a scooter, and they had like
Was he the one that had the? Was he the leprechaun? Who had the leprechaun?
No. There was an Oompa Loompa running around, but that was G-Force had him.
G-Force, okay, nice.
So Silencer Co. had a guy dressed up like a mall cop, basically, on a scooter with a megaphone, and he had like LED lights and strips, and he was running up and down the aisles and like hitting the megaphone. He was basically like he was policing the scooters. It was hilarious.
You'll appreciate.
I only saw it because he did it right in front of my booth. Had an old person like almost run somebody over, and he come rolling up with blue lights and a little megaphone. It was great.
Oh, I want that job so bad. I want that job. Woo! What were you saying, Clove?
Oh, what my wife was saying out there.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you'll appreciate this. I just stepped over the old lady and kept going. I had shit to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know, hey.
So we decided
She caught up and she was like, You just kept on. I'm like, you damn straight. I just kept on going. It's like I'm not there to fuck around and look at shit. I'm there to work.
Kyle knows you just keep going. You know, that person's the next person's problem, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Clove was on his way to the smoke pit. You ain't stopping him.
They're old. They'll die.
Speaking of the smoke pit, how was the smoke pit in Atlanta?
Convenient, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because you just stepped out any door that went to the outside.
Oh, no, you don't. How many times did you go out after we went out, Kyle?
Oh, just that one time.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got no room to talk. Let me tell the story about the fucking smoking area.
Oh,
so, you had to pick. You had to pick. There was approximately 4,873 doors that led to the loading docks. And every 5 minutes or every shift change, especially, you would have to pick the one magical fucking door that was actually unlocked. And the person standing there working security was nice enough to let you out and back in. And if you picked the wrong one, holy shit, they tried to chain your ass in the 4th level of hell.
Yeah.
Damn, I had an excellent experience, but I only went out that one time with you.
Yeah.
But you're a lot nicer and a lot prettier than Clover is.
So there was Clover is you didn't use the magic 3-person elevator bathroom thing to go in and out of. That's
oh my god, dude, that's hilarious. You didn't see my Instagram?
Oh, it was the most confusing thing you ever seen.
I don't remember seeing.
Go pull up. Go
about
pull up. Yeah, go pull up my Instagram. It's like the second or third one back.
It's literally a sign, and it's got a chick, a dude, and a chick in a bathroom.
No, it's a dude, a chick, and a dude. It's a devil's triangle.
Yeah. Well, that's right. It's a devil's triangle.
It's the weirdest sign I've ever seen. So,
Where am
and I was just being
Oh
funny.
my! What the fuck?
Right.
Exactly.
So,
with
so
up and
here's
down
the thing.
arrows. I have questions.
I have no idea. And they're holding hands. You notice that? Look, they're all holding hands too. They're not just standing there.
So is that London Bridge for real? Because it goes up and down.
Or is it the Eiffel Tower?
Well, Eiffel Tower doesn't go up and down. Well, it's got an elevator, but it doesn't go up and down. So I think it's London Bridge because it's two guys, a lady, and they go up and down. So it has to be London Bridge.
Yeah, the Eiffel Towers, they high five each other. So I guess they technically could have been high fiving afterwards. I don't know.
Low fiving.
I don't know. That was the weirdest sign ever.
Is it worse than the sign at Goals last year that was printed on the map?
Oh, I don't know. That was that was
bad.
Probably that was printed on the map.
Now that was spicy, John.
Pornography on the Goals map is always worse.
Pornography at your show, John. Just want to say. Got that spicy map.
The Chase paid for, by the way.
I did.
Yeah.
I paid for all the spicy maps. It was great.
All the spiciness you want. Real quick before we start talking about different things in NRA, I have a serious question. I was talking with Kyle pre-show, and he said this would be a good poll to poll not only the panel but to poll the audience. And it's something that I've been taking very seriously, and it's kind of depressing. So I might struggle to get through this. So just bear with me. Something hit me recently. That I have lived in Arkansas longer than I lived in Texas. So my question to everybody is can I still claim to be a Texan, or am I officially an Arkansan? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Can I still claim Texan, even though I lived in Arkansas longer? I want to hear you guys out in the chat. And then obviously you want to go through, I think Kyle supports me. I figured Clover will support me being a fellow Texan. I think he'll support me still being able to claim Texan, but I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like Arkansas. I don't know.
Well, it just depends on how bad you fucking piss me off. How about that?
Well, I don't. Okay.
No, I think probably. I mean, I think
I have a feeling that like once a Texan, always a Texan, right? Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you relate that to a lot of other things, and people have the hyphen, right? Like where they're from, and that's usually a country type thing, or maybe even a racial thing, right? But I think it can apply. I mean, if you spent any significant time, or you were born, especially, I think you've got that birthright thing probably, and so.
Okay. I think so. I'm just, I wanted to make sure that I was not like crossing over into some like weird ass Twilight Zone that, I can no longer claim my homeland,
Yeah.
That explains so much about your wife, by the way, Clover.
Oh, yeah.
But like we were saying, Ghost, this can go both ways.
It can.
Because you're so accustomed to Arkansas, like you are in the inner
I'm in the South, bro. Like I'm in the South.
Well, yeah. Well, they're both in the South.
Yeah, but Texas is not the South, bro.
I'm in the South, but I'm not.
Right. Like Texas is its own thing. Like people understand, like it's not the South. Like when the South, you think Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. Like that's the South. Or the deep South, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Gerald says Texan for life as long as you proclaim it. There you go, man. There you go. Scott's getting ready to move to Texas so he can claim Texas. There you go. What were you saying?
Well, so in that instance, would Scott be a Texan once he gets to Texas?
Yeah.
Kind of the same question here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
once you reside there, we'll adopt you.
Is that something that you just make the decision? Like, if I moved to Ohio, could I be like, yo, I'm in Ohio?
I guess you could. But why would you do that? Like, why would you claim that?
Yeah.
As a member and a former Ohioan, I on the council, we deny you as an
Dude,
Ohioan.
John's been so mean to me lately.
Bro, just the fact that he thinks that Ohio would ever have him on a council for anything is funny.
You should have said he was in my face at Ted's. He was in my
I was not in your face. Fuck off.
He was in my face, dude. I was like, whoa. John's getting mean.
I was
he's
not.
a bully, man.
Ever
He's a
since he
bully.
became a deputy, dude.
Yep, he's
Get
a
the
bully.
fuck
He got
outta
that
here.
badge, and he just thinks he's all types of like hot shit, you know.
I was not being mean to you, Kyle. Get out of here.
I can tell he's hurt. Like he's visually hurt. I can tell. Like I mean,
you broke me.
I love you, Kyle.
Thank you.
So you say that now. Where was that love this weekend?
I mean, he did afterwards give me a hug and say I love you.
Did he give you a reach around?
I tried.
I plead.
Okay, the effort was there. He tried. I'll take it. Yeah. I'm gonna start with Clover because I don't know if it was the coolest thing that he saw overall, but he made a post that it was one of the coolest things that I've seen in a while. A thermal pistol dot. That was pretty fucking cool. So, can you talk a little bit about that, and then tell me what the coolest thing you saw at NRA was?
Yeah, that thermal R&R was pretty sweet. It's
That's pretty damn cool,
R&R
man.
footprint, a little bit larger, I would say, than some of the closed emitter, sites that are out there. A little bit larger than that. But the detection was what was crazy to me on it. It was picking up, like all the way across the venue. It was picking up the heat off of the lights, like from all the way across the venue. And granted, I mean, you're not seeing a big, huge red spot, from the heat,
Right?
But it was seeing it, which was crazy.
Right.
And if it was dark in there or whatnot, it would have seen it obviously even more, right? Or even better, because you were dealing with all the what's the word? Visible light, ambient light, visible light. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't know that I would run it on a handgun, but with that smaller package and everything like that, on a pick rail and a PCC,
AR pistol or something.
Yeah. It could be really cool. So and they had a couple other things in the works too, that were there, but that was the coolest thing by far, especially the.
No, this isn't the Holosun thermal that they brought out last year. This was, I don't remember the company. I never heard of this company, but what was the company?
Infotech, something like that.
Was it Infiniray?
No, it's not Infiniray. Nope.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Infiniray. It was, what the fuck was that?
You could probably go to your Instagram and find out while you're talking.
Yeah, I zoomed in.
Them, I'm assuming.
I did not tag. I may have, but at the very first of the video, I scanned over the booth logo.
Infotech.
Infotech, yeah.
INFITAC. Infotech.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool.
Tactical toddler. Infotech.
Right. So
I'm so sorry, Chase, that we're not keeping you entertained. That you're blowing up our fucking NSA chat. I appreciate you. I got to watch when I get done with this. Apparently, God, I keep getting notification. I just keep getting maybe it's delayed notification. I just got like 4 different notifications from Instagram.
Probably is delayed because that was a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
As far as the coolest thing, I did not get a video of it, but Griffin. I told you that other night he's working for a company that's got a training simulator system, works off a projector and everything.
Yeah.
What's cool about this, that's not new. We see tons of those at shows, right?
Sure.
Simulator things. What's cool about this is you set it up on a range and you use it for live fire. And it detects the bullet going through the target thingy-majiggy.
Really?
So it uses I don't want to say drywall, but like maybe coroplast, or it's like a kind of a self-healing type material that it uses for the screen that's projected on. And then it's got an infrared or whatever heat detector type thing that detects the shot as it goes through because it generates heat, right? The
Mm.
shot as it goes through and marks it. And you can play like the software and all the different scenarios and other things are just crazy. Like it had one, it was amazing. And there was a kid over there playing with it when I seen this one, but he said, now get ready. And it gives you on the screen, it gives you like the scenario, and it said you're in a zoo, you're walking through the zoo, you need to be vigilant of what's going on, that sort of thing. And so it's the screen's moving like somebody's walking and everything, and there's some kids playing and some families, and like off in the corner there's a lion, and like the cage is screwed up so the lion can get out. And all of a sudden, the lion charges like this.
This sounds like a fucking
kid,
LSD trip, dude.
right? So all of a sudden, this lion starts.
Not that I would know anything about that, of course.
Starts charging this family, and so you're supposed to be able to pick up on that is the thing, right? And it's got all kind of weird scenarios like that. It's like crazy, and like shoot the lion. It's insane. And of course, it's got the regular old target shooting type stuff and all that, of course, too.
So let's just assume that you've got this lion scenario and you've got a little 1022 that you're shooting live with. Is it realistic, or is that 22?
No, it just marks the shot. It doesn't matter what you're shooting with.
Okay.
You can shoot it, anything that's got a heat signature to it, you know what I mean, is gonna work. So
that's kind of cool.
They were using, I think they were using airsoft or something. Or were they using? No, they were using a laser. They were using a laser in there. They couldn't obviously do it live fire inside, but there were holes all in the screen. And I'm like, why is there holes? Are y'all using airsoft? And he's like, no, we're using a laser. But that's what's cool about this is you set it up and use it for live fire. I'm like, cool. That's kind of neat.
That's pretty cool. How long does that, I don't know, screen last though?
Well, it picks up on the heat signature of the projectile. So theoretically, you can shoot through the same hole and it'll still pick up, right?
Yeah.
So as long as it's not damaged to the extent you can't see what's on the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you got so many holes in it that, you're having trouble being able to see the picture on the screen, then at that point probably replace it. But I forgot what he said, but it's some common material they're using, and it may have been coroplast. I don't remember, but if you've ever bought a 4x8 sheet of coroplast, it ain't expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool. Ginger walking around and all that. What was? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Aside from anything Springfield, because we know you're sucking the balls of Springfield. Aside from Springfield, what was the coolest thing you saw at NRAAM?
Wow, that was hurtful.
I had to throw it out there.
The new Henderson. Oh, sorry. I mean the new High Point.
The Henderson.
The Henderson. Kyle. There was that. The Inland,
the High Point AR, yeah.
The High Point AR. The Inland Manufacturing's doing a polymer baffle 22 can that's $99. That was pretty cool.
How many shots are they claiming that it'll take?
They didn't say. They said it will hold up for a while. So, but they're also doing some retro cans that would look really cool on the Dissy. They're like retro style, but they're monocore, so they're pretty cool. The new Ruger Dead Air can.
I heard that's pretty cool. We got some photos of that last week, but I hadn't seen them in person, obviously. But that looks pretty cool. The little cross branding can.
Other than that, I didn't see much cool. I heard there's a new Rossi Brawler in 5.56 and 300 Blackout.
Oh, really? Interesting. Wes says, great marketing. It'll hold up for a while. True.
I mean, it's a $99 can, I guess. Well,
that's what I was saying. Is it going to be one of those like 10 shots and you're done with it? Or is it going to hold up for 1,000 shots? Or I don't know. I can't imagine holding up more than.
I mean, it's 22.
If it gets to 100, I'd be surprised.
I mean, it's 22. I think it would go decently long.
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't care to ask to see how long it was. The guy from Inland is
That's
he's
true.
a cool-
It's a $300 cam. I guess it's a $200 tax stamp for a piece of plastic.
the guy from Inland, the owner was there, and I got to talk to him. And he's an interesting cat, but he's definitely an engineer. And was trying
Most
to go,
engineers are interesting.
and he was trying to dive too deep into it. I just didn't have the brain capacity to talk to him about it.
I get it. No, trust me, I get it.
They also had on display an M1 carbine that they say fired the first shot of the Japanese campaign and the last shot. That's what they're claiming.
Yeah.
Who knows? Overall, I think it was like I said, there wasn't much cool that jumped out to me, but the High Point AR, High Point coming out with ARs is pretty cool.
High Point is selling an AR now. There you go.
That is
it'll shoot for a while, apparently. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. You got to figure it's probably well made, You got to figure it's well made.
Hey,
I heard
I want to
it's
see
real
one on FLR. I want to see one on FLR.
Hell yeah.
I talked to Dave. I'm trying to get Dave to send me one.
Dave doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? John doesn't have no clue what I just did there, but I appreciate what I did. Oh, shit.
You Cheech and Chong did. I know what you're talking about.
You did.
He doesn't live here anymore. Such good stuff. All right. Real quick.
Am I was anybody here surprised at the High Point AR? Because I wasn't, and it's because I think we've all known about it for like 2 fucking months or some shit, hadn't we?
They were talking about it at SHOT Show, so I'm not that surprised.
There was talk about it, but it was the first time that people saw it.
Yeah, well, I know Wes out there says, the HP-15 was not expected, and I'm like, it totally didn't shock me at all. So I was like, I don't know why. I mean, I guess that's why everybody all of us talking about
it. Yeah. Chase, real quick, Cobra Arms out there says, any chance of being able to buy us an optics cut slide for the Brat that he got last month?
Insert HK-esque answer.
What? Did you
insert HK answer?
Hate the pores. Okay.
No, we hate you.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
No,
that's the boilerplate answer, man. It's just copy paste.
HK literally stands for hate customers. No, I mean down the road, yeah, sure. Right now, no.
So my original Brat video, that's one of the reasons that I did a video with Chase at NRAAM, right? My original Brat video, like in the pictures, like, oh my fucking God, at the optics ready shit, right? Yeah. So they finally do the optics ready, and now everybody is, oh, can I get a slider? Can I get a slider? Oh my fucking God, do you want the gun to be optics ready, or we're like, oh my God, you're killing me, people? Why didn't you just ask for the fucking slide in the first place? But here's my thing with that: why would you buy an optics cut slide? You're spending money, right? And then you've got like this extra slide laying around. There's people out there that could care less about optics cut, and maybe they don't even want optics cut. Why don't you just sell the non-optics cut version and then buy the Brat with the optics cut? To me, that makes more sense. But some people live in a less than free state, and maybe that restricts being able to do that a little bit. But that would be my approach personally. If I had but I don't care about the optics cut. I'm fine with the opens. But if I wanted the optics cut, I'd just sell the one I got and then buy the other one. Right?
There you go. That was brought to you. That clever. I mean, let's just be honest. That was probably the smartest thing he's said in a long time. But that was brought to you by CleverTech. I don't disagree with you. Just because, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do with the other slide? You just wasted a couple $100 on a slide, Yeah.
You're probably not going to lose that by selling the Brat. You know what I mean?
That's true. Wes is saying that all the videos that he saw said that people were talking about they were surprised. Well, there's one of two things going on there, Wes. One, either they were surprised because they weren't at SHOT, or they were acting like they were surprised. I don't know. He also says, I don't care about optics cut most of the time. It's nice, but if I want the gun, and it don't matter to me. I've got some optics I put on handguns, but I'm still like not on board with optics on my handguns. There is a couple that I will, but I like the optic cut for me is not a deal breaker. I don't know. Scott says, why not get your brat cut for optics? I'm sure someone could do that if you wanted them to. I don't know.
So if you have bought one in the last year, anything 2311 related in the last year, there's a card in the box where you can get a deal of spinning into co-state, and they'll do custom work for you.
There you go.
Including an optics cut.
There you go.
Yep.
As Chase throws up the golden red dot.
Yes, he does. The gold dot.
The gold dot.
It is literally the gold dot.
Yep. That's sexy. Sexy. Kyle, you spent some time walking around a little bit.
Yeah.
You see anything cool? Anything that kind of caught your eye? Like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Well, he got to hang out with me for a little while walking around, so that had to have been cool, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I got to operate with Clover for a little bit, in and out the NRA aisleways. That was cool.
How is this? How is his footwork? Has he got pretty tight footwork in the operating sphere?
He's got nice footwork, but he's got no finesse. Like those gold guys got a hold of him and just wouldn't let him go. And I was like, I'm out of here, Clove.
Yeah, no, I get it. You gotta be strong. You gotta be quick, but you do have to finesse your way through some of those.
Yeah, he's got the strength. He's got the quickness. Just got to work on that agility.
Yeah,
well, that was early in that's true. That set me back. That was early in the show. No, I got to admit that. Like, fail, total L on my part. Like, I was interested for a second. Like, I told him right out of the gate, look, I ain't buying your. I ain't carrying. What was it, Kyle? Like 14 grand? I don't even fucking remember what they wanted for
12,000, I think. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I don't got that kind of money. Like,
first off,
they had gold and silver and like coins and
like
stuff.
Bars. Oh, okay. Like
yeah, bars and different coins.
Okay, like
and so I've got gold and silver, but I told him right out of the gate.
Where exactly? In case I just was wondering.
You're not
under the rainbow.
I'm like, you're not gonna sell me any of this. Like, I don't have this kind of money laying around. And he's like, do you have any gold? I'm like, well, yeah, I do. And he's like, and then he got to
fucking leprechaun. Of course, I got gold.
Then he got to talking about doing some trading, and I'm like, oh wow, I got like some bullion and some other stuff that if I traded into some of the coins he was talking about, that could be. So he got a hook in me. And holy fuck, like I should have just said, dude, I'm working media. I'm sorry, I don't have time. You're gonna have to give your spill to somebody else, and kept going. But it was early in the show. The energy was weird. I was off my game. That was an L. I'll take it.
Was the gold in the barn, Clover?
That's funny. It would have hurt it. Melted it all together, no, right. Maybe. I don't think it got hot enough to even melt it all together. I don't think it got that hot. It was hot. Don't get me wrong, but hot enough to melt gold and silver. I don't think it got that hot.
Yeah.
It fucked up some sporting clays or some clay pigeons. I can tell you that much.
Sorry. Anyways, aside from CQB and NRAAM with Clover, what else had happened?
I see a couple mall deuces that stood out to me.
Oh, like custom ones or what?
Not really customized. Just one had this big ass Trigicon red dot on it, like this big. It was like a portable DVD player screen size.
What?
And I was like, okay, I can get down with that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Wasn't
one of them suppressed?
Yeah, that was going to be my second.
A suppressed mod deuce?
Yes, and
Lord,
apparently, who was it? Somebody I was walking around with when we passed it said that he shot it, and it is actually quiet. It was one of the guys that was formerly with Fostech. Said he shot that, and it's actually pretty freaking quiet. And I was like,
really?
Wow. Yeah. This was a big old suppressor.
I would never would have even considered putting a can on a mod deuce. Like,
there's a couple companies building them now, like defense contract stuff.
Interesting.
They're pretty quiet. I mean, it's like any of the other open bolt stuff. Like, you're only gonna make it so quiet because it's running off an open bolt, but it's like hearing safe wise makes a big difference.
Do you still have to wear Hearing Pro around it?
You don't have to really have Ear Pro. I mean, it still makes some noise, but you don't need Ear Pro. Like, it's designed so we're not all like we are now, where everything rings and hurts.
So yeah, but to me, like I don't know, maybe I just got accustomed to it, but I was never in the team that thought the Mod Deuce was like crazy, overly fucking like loud, right? Like it was powerful and energy, but I never thought of it being like, oh my God, that's way too loud. I never thought that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
For that being, that's more like the concussive, like overpressure.
Yeah, the power is going to get you before the sound will. Like, don't stand anywhere near like the side of that motherfucker. You know?
Well, I mean, anybody sat in like a Humvee with a turret, like, you know, when the guy starts cooking that thing off, like you feel the overpressure after a little while, and you're like, woo.
Yeah. But for me, it was never like this. The sound never like was overbearing for me. I don't know. Maybe just got, I don't know. I got accustomed to it. Maybe.
Well, that heavy ass barrel's got nice harmonics too. So it's
I mean, and it does sound good. It does sound good.
Yeah.
It might be loud, but it still sounds good. Yeah.
But yeah, those stood out to me. And then one thing I always like to do, especially if I stopped and talked to these guys, got probably about an hour.
Yeah.
Two Grunts Inc. Just a small AR manufacturer.
Okay.
They're both Marines. One guy's a cop in Chicago. The other guy, I can't remember where he's from. But they just started a freaking rifle company, man. And
making good shit.
Apparently. So the one guy's just a super like above my understanding of metallurgy. And he's pretty much got it all mapped out. Was explaining to me like how like the smallest things, like even the material that you make your buffer casing out of, can affect the longevity of how long your rifle is going to be durable. So like this dude's got it figured out, man. And
I mean, I never thought about it, but I guess it could. I just never thought about that.
He goes into the most minute details and what metal is going to be most optimal, and we'll roll with only that. So if you guys are out there listening, I say definitely give them a check out and go to Instagram, Two Grunts Inc. and check them out. I don't know. I've handled the product. The product's nice. They make their own pistol grips. They do their own plastic. I believe they're 3D printing the pistol grips, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
But definitely an interesting company, and two just legit down to earth guys that are, you know, taking a big shot in life. So it was really cool hanging out with them and talking to them. And, you know, I didn't know this. This is kind of beside the fact, but Chicago police do not supply duty rifles. They all have to go out and purchase their own.
Are you kidding me?
No. So,
I mean, I guess it doesn't surprise me, but it surprises me, you know.
That was one of the motivators and why they're like, you know, why don't we just get a little deeper into this and see what we can do. So,
by the way, Ginger, Twins and Guardians rain delay topped the first. I guess it never started the game.
Go Reds.
So,
go Reds.
We got rained out. We'll play that tomorrow. Beat the fuck out of the Cardinals.
Yeah, we did. We needed that too.
Fuck yeah. One
game out.
Come on. Milwaukee's good. Pittsburgh's good.
Oh yeah.
I think this is our year though. I think this is our year.
I'm with you, baby.
Pittsburgh's down 7-0 to the Cubs right now. So
are they really? Oh,
yes.
Go Chicago.
That's the only time
I need Pittsburgh to win that game technically for standings, but I don't dislike the Cubs. My grandfather, I grew up a diehard Reds fan. My grandfather was from Elkhart, Indiana, and he was diehard Cubs fan. So I grew up. I guess that's where the hatred for the Cardinals really got ingrained. Is we never really give a shit about the Pirates because they're good every 10 years, you know, once every 10 years. Yeah. The Cubs, I watched, this is prior to the lights going up in 88, 89. So like I'm growing up and I'm like, I watched day games on WG with my grandpa. So I was a Cub fan with Mark Grace and Sandy and all those guys back in the 80s. Loved the Cubs back then. Obviously, the Reds were my team, but my ingrained hatred for the Cardinals, that's where it started. Because, and then I moved to a state where everyone's Cardinals fans, and it just drives me absolutely bonkers. I can't stand the Cardinals. Anyways, enough of that bullshit. Fucking Cleveland Indians, man. I'll never call them the Guardians. They'll always be the Indians. But,
hey, they should be good to bring that back now.
You would think, right? You would think.
Bring the Redskins back too, man.
They're always going to be the Redskins. I will never call them whatever the hell they are, but
Commanders.
Yeah. So the Braves, Atlanta's never going to change it. And Florida State, like if Florida State ever changed their name from the Seminoles, Seminole Nation would burn that school down. Like that's the best marketing they ever had was Florida State.
Speaking of DC and the Redskins or the Commanders, they just announced today that they're moving back to DC. They're leaving RFK.
That's a piece of shit stadium.
Yeah. They just got 180 acres in DC to bring them back.
Where is 180 acres in
don't
DC?
know.
No idea.
That's crazy.
Some Redskin burial ground.
They're just gonna gentrify some other area, kick everybody out. It's fine.
Well, there are some areas that need to clean up. That's for sure. I love DC, but I'm a history buff. But there ain't no way in hell I'd live there.
That's on the bucket list. I have not been.
You've never been to DC? Oh,
no.
Homie.
Really?
You'll love it, man. You'll love DC. Just get across the river to Georgetown before it gets dark. But during the day, man, DC, man.
Yeah, either get to Georgetown or get to like National Harbor, Maryland. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just get out of DC proper before it gets dark. That's legitimate. But DC is such a really cool place, man. It is such a really. I tell you what, I was like 14 or 15. It's the first time I went with my dad. My dad had some business in DC, and like he took me because he was going to work. Like he actually didn't take me with him. We worked like Thursday and Friday. And I flew in like Friday, and we spent the weekend in DC. But we went down to Annapolis, and we got a tour of the Naval Academy, and talking about impressive shit right there, dude. Like that whole area is just beautiful. But like, I mean, it is DC. DC was I've read a bunch on DC, and it was literally designed to do two things: one, to confuse people, and to intimidate heads of state from other countries. And it does. It's amazing. You will absolutely love DC. If you're a history guy like I am. Couple things you got to do. I mean, on our side of things, obviously, just go do all of the cool stuff. But you got to get to the Iwo Jima. It's bigger than you think. Like it's massive. Like you wouldn't believe how big the monument is. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is pretty fucking cool. Just going to Arlington in general is something you got to do, bro. Like just going to Arlington is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to do all that.
Yeah,
Smithsonian's badass, dude.
But they would be prepared when you hit Arlington. Like the second you hit that place, like you're gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah, you are. You can feel it. Like I'm not lying, Chase. Like you can feel it. Like
yeah, like the place literally speaks to you. Like you'll know, you'll know. Like you get there and you're just like this whole sense just kind of like washes over you, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an
real
experience, bro. Yeah. It is a real thing, but it's worth it. You got to do it, man. It's awesome. It's awesome
100%.
And I think the Marine Corps Museum.
We should meet up. Everyone meet up in DC sometime. That'd be kind of a cool like guys weekend or something.
That'd be sick.
I got one of my best friend from the Marine Corps lives in Georgetown. He's got a contract company out in DC. We'll have some fun with him.
Quantico's not far away, is it?
No, it's not too far. No. Like Quantico and Annapolis, like they're all within like an hour and a half.
Quantico, Fort Belvoir, all that stuff's like not far.
Yeah.
Dude, cool that'd be sick. That would be sick to meet up, but we can talk about that offline.
Especially since we're a bunch of history nerds, that helps.
Exactly. Yeah. Speaking of history nerds,
see you, Chase.
See you, Chase. But yeah, no, you got to get to DC, bro. It's amazing. It really is. It's amazing. Yeah. Went to, I can't remember what it's called. Mount Vernon. Is that Mount Vernon? Is that Washington's place?
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy, but cool. Like, because part of the tour is like the slave quarters. It's kind of creepy, but it's what it is. I mean, it's just you tour the whole place, and it's a really cool place, man. You're like, okay. Like, if you wanted to leave, you could at least said bye, Chase-topher.
Hell yeah, Chase.
Yeah. Anyways, unmute yourself, dude. He might be having some connectivity issues. Monticello is similar. Is Monticello? Is that Jefferson's place? I think that's Jefferson's place. Is it? Yeah, I think we went there. I don't remember. I remember Mount Vernon. I want to say either we did go to Monticello or we were no, we didn't. We did not. I'd tell you another place that we did go when I was a kid. Okay. Yes, sir. Do we need two of you?
This one's me. The other one's dead.
Well, I will kick from studio. There you go. All right. We did not do Monticello, I think. What we did do is Mount Vernon. And then another time we were in Tennessee and we went to I can't remember what its name of it, but oh Jesus.
Andrew Jackson's house.
Yeah, what's it called? Oh my God.
Good. The Heritage?
Maybe that sounds maybe right. Hermitage, the Hermitage. That's it. The Hermitage. Yeah, that's an interesting place. Really interesting place. But yeah, I guess I don't think we ended up going to Monticello. I know we were going to. Maybe it rained or something. I don't remember. I've been there several times, but never. I don't think I've ever been to Monticello. But I did go to Mount Vernon. It's pretty cool. Chase, are you still on the good one, or did I kick the wrong one out?
No, I'm still here. You're good.
Okay, I'll make sure. All right. Clover, have you ever been to DC?
No.
Would you be interested in meeting up sometime?
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly.
That might be something we talk about, like in a serious note here. Like that might be a cool meetup sometime.
Yeah, I think we should start making plans. I mean,
Like
Ginger probably won't go because
no, I can make it a work trip. The office is there.
he's a deputy.
I would say he's gonna write this shit off.
He's gonna
what he could do. What we could do is you could invite all of us to do some podcasting in DC, and we could all write this off.
Right.
John would just pick on me.
Now that you're deputy dog, like you have that power.
I have no power. Thank you very much.
I want to hear you say it.
Ooh. All right. So if we're doing this road
trip, I bet you we could get Kaylee to authorize that.
Oh, I bet she'd love to go back to go see all the historical stuff.
Yeah, we can figure out a way to do something kind of business to write this off. We can figure out a way.
We're definitely taking our business meal at the inn at Little Washington.
Oh snap! There is. I tell you what, there is, and I don't know if you've been there or not, John. I don't know if you've been there in Silver Spring. There is a it's either Thai or Vietnamese that is like a whole hole in the wall restaurant. It is unbelievable.
I want to say there's a place right outside the office. I think it's called Kilroy's or something. They've got a drunken ribeye that's freaking amazing.
Ooh, now where is that HQ at?
Springfield.
It's in Spring. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Well, man, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do this for sure. Do a live from there. We can do a live from there, but we'll figure out a way to write this all off.
Armed Citizen Podcast live from the streets of Washington, D.C.
I mean,
the only podcast you got to run for your life from, you know?
No kidding, right? Well, if John can't come through, like right there in Virginia in the D.C. area, you know, we can always go to NRA headquarters and do it there.
Oh, you know, some people can make that happen. NRA,
I do. We can make that happen.
Pressure's on there, Ginger. Do you want to put this meetup be sponsored by NRA or GOA?
And the race is on.
I just got to get it approved. We can figure out how to make it so we talk to senators and congressmen. I can write it off.
We can do that. I have no problem.
We can definitely do that. I know enough of them. Come on.
Do it. I can't promise I'm going to say anything intelligent.
Bro,
they're politicians. Neither do they.
Politicians. They wouldn't understand it if it was intelligent. Let's just be honest. The Disarmed Citizen Podcast. That's funny. The DC laws. That's fair.
But it would be cool to meet Rand Paul. Be cool. Just saying.
I have some friends that are in DC that are in the lobbyist world. I can probably
see this is what we'll do. Everybody but Kyle will hang out together, and then we'll leave Kyle with Dick Heller for a couple hours. You can go hang out with
Why
Mr.
would
Heller.
you do that?
See, like
that's just mean, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, for like 2025 is the year of John just picking on me the entire time.
He's got a badge now. He thinks he's something. You know?
Not that I have anything against Dick Heller, because Dick Heller is a very nice guy, and God,
but I wouldn't want to spend a couple hours with him. Let's just be honest. It would be a difficult conversation, right?
It's a long one.
It's a long one. It's a long one.
And that is also what she said.
That's what she said. A long, hard one. I wouldn't know. I've never had those two words in my sentences ever collide. So,
all right. So back to Washington.
Yeah. Back to Washington. Back to the long and hard, the Washington Monument, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's a cool place. It's a cool place. We got to do that.
And that's all I have to say about
That's all I have to say about that. That'd be about 15 of them duck peppers. I got to pee.
Can we go back to Atlanta for a second here?
Let's not, but we can if you want.
Let's backtrack to Atlanta.
All right.
I'll say College Football Hall of Fame, definitely a must stop if you ever go through Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. That might be the only cool thing about Atlanta.
That was pretty cool. Like
the Georgia Aquarium's pretty dope, but
what is it?
Yeah, I wanted to
the Georgia Aquarium's really cool too. But like while we were there, it was like school kids city.
I didn't know that was a thing. So,
the Georgia Aquarium, bro, you need to go.
Yeah, I love aquariums. I never heard of Georgia Aquarium.
Like when it first got built, like when I was still living in Alabama, like me and my wife were like annual pass holders for years. Like
really,
insane. The guy who owned Home Depot built it. Like it's totally him and Georgia Power built it. It's totally paid for. Place amazing. Like it's one of the only 3 aquariums in the world that have whale sharks.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's whale.
I know
sharks.
where another one is. The aquarium in Okinawa has them. Pretty cool. But they're like native around there, so that helps.
Yeah.
What were we saying, Kyle?
Oh, I love that they have whale sharks. That's badass.
Yeah. I love aquariums. I'm a big water guy. Yeah, sharks are always cool. I've got sharks. All this tattoos, a bunch of sharks, different kind of sharks, hammerheads, and some dolphins and different shit. Love it. Love that shit, man. Love that shit. All right. Overall. I'm not going to ask John because I know where he's going to be, but everyone else, overall NRAAM experience in Atlanta. I've heard, not anyone in this panel, but I have heard from actually several people that it was not the greatest of times in the world. So the one thing that I heard, and you guys have said this also, but the one thing that I keep hearing from everybody is like the vibe. And is that something, do you think that was that Atlanta? Was that NRA, what do you think was the reason that you guys had to think that the vibe was so weird?
Atlanta, definitely. The venue, which, I mean, people.
Venue?
But
Is it because you had it down to the hell?
So venue, as well, most folks are probably not going to know that until they get there.
Yeah.
But when I say venue, I mean people looked at it and like the lodging accommodations, and so I guess that would technically be more of it was fucking Atlanta. All right.
Yeah.
Airport was concerns that I heard. Crime was concerns, and all of that's Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So I think that Atlanta, and I think that's your big two is Atlanta and NRA that kept people away, and I think that keeping people away is what affected the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll jump on top of what Clover said too. Like this building, I wouldn't say that it was the entrance was hidden, but it was not obvious that NRA was happening in this building. This building was fucking huge.
Do you think that that's gonna, okay? Go ahead, go and finish. Yeah, because I got some questions about that.
You kind of had to split the building and go off to the side there, which it is on the way to the basketball stadium there, and I think you can get to Mercedes Stadium through that way too. But I don't know, man. And then being 5 floors down, like all of it just kind of seemed like it was just like, yeah, we'll have NRA. We're just gonna tuck it away in this little corner here, and you guys do your thing.
100%.
I don't know, man. I'm with you. We were talking about this before the show. I'm in the camp of keep it in Indy. If you're going to run it every year,
I love Indy.
Indy was vibes all day. I rather enjoyed that.
Both times I've been there for Indy have just been awesome.
Yeah. Not taking anything away from Atlanta. Like the city's awesome. You can literally do anything walking. It's just, I don't know. I guess there's no real other way to sum it up than what Chase was saying. It's all vibes. Like,
so like, did y'all why do they have y'all in like the fucking basement? Like, surely there's more. Like, is there not room in the main floor to put y'all in?
Well, the basement is the main floor. Like, that's the thing, like all the way down.
Okay.
And the thing was, like, we were talking, me and Clover were talking about this the other day, is like, it was 2017 was the last Atlanta show. The Congress Center has 3 buildings. It's ABC. And like we were in 2 buildings last time, and this time it was 1. So you can see where the show has shrank. I mean, there's no hiding it. But it was just the whole thing, man. It all comes down to the town and the stuff that's going on with the organization. It definitely did not help. And the third problem is the current economy and now the current uncertainty with the economy. People just don't have a lot of disposable income, man.
And the uncertainty of where the industry is going to, be 6 months from now.
Exactly.
So, I'm curious. Next year will be in Houston.
Correct. Yep. Yes.
And I'm curious if we think Houston. I think there's nowhere to go but fucking up from Atlanta. I mean,
well, how do you compare it to a couple years ago when it was in Houston compared to Atlanta this year?
It can go down if Trump shows up next year.
That's true.
Because that was what saved this show on Saturday. It was Trump was overseas at Pope's funeral.
But did it? Because it seemed to me this is another part of the weirdness.
It would have helped the NRA out, but it was not going to help us out.
It appears to me that Friday was a better than average Friday for NRA. Saturday was a fucking miserable, horrible day for NRA, and Sunday was it's Sunday, right? But Saturday seems like it was less than previous years, even when Trump was fucking there.
It was as bad as last year because that place emptied out before lunch.
When Trump's, there was a 2.5 hour fucking ghost town last year.
But previous Saturdays to that, it was attendance was definitely down. Friday was surprisingly busier than I thought it was going to be. Sunday was, Sundays always suck.
Sunday, yeah.
But we'll see. The problem is that we've all talked about this. I talked to some of the NRA guys themselves. Is how about we stop going to places that hate us?
Yes.
or if we're gonna go somewhere that hates us, let's at least go somewhere that's like fun.
Yeah.
Like New Orleans has a huge convention center that can handle it, and hotels everywhere. So if we're gonna go to a city that's got stupidness and problems, let's at least go somewhere fun.
Mm-hmm. I'd be down for that. Or why isn't Orlando ever used?
Well, they've apparently talked about going back to Orlando, but this is the same thing with SHOT. They got to wait till like 27 or 28 at the earliest.
Are they still redoing it, I guess?
No, the convention center's done, but they're under contract for all this other stuff.
Oh, NRA's under contract.
Yeah, NRA's already got it. NRA's already got thing. Orlando's like used. The convention center, Orange County Convention Center, is already under contract.
I got you. So next year is Houston. Have y'all heard where 2 years will be?
I don't know yet. I know they're talking and bidding, but they haven't announced it.
I hope to God they go back to Indy. Please go back to Indy.
Indy's, I know one of the ones they're talking to is Indy.
I would be all for Indy every year. I mean, that's just me. Yeah. I don't even know why. Like there's nothing about Indy that's exciting, but for me, like both times I've been there, we've had a really good time.
It's a good time.
Indy's a good town, and they seem to want us there.
Yeah.
Like the vibe's always good at Indy,
I know after Dallas gets finished, they're going to go back to Dallas for sure.
And they missed out on.
Personally, I love Dallas. That's where I'm from, so I love going home. So
they missed out Nashville. I wonder if they come back around to Nashville.
So Nashville, I know, is being talked about again.
I'm down for Nashville. Nashville's a fun town, bro.
Yeah, and then they're talking about Louisville potentially again too, because everybody enjoyed that.
See, I've never been to one. I've never been to Louisville ever.
So Louisville, the convention center is not. Convention center to hotels isn't convenient. It's not walking distance. You have to drive a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's tons of stuff to do and Bourbon Trail.
Would they have like shuttles or something?
Yeah, that's what they did last time.
Okay, cool.
They had little buses and stuff. Also Bourbon Trail and for, Bourbon Trail.
And Bourbon Trail. So. And Bourbon Trail. Yeah.
You talk about the shuttles. So that was one of the things I did because it was Atlanta. I didn't want to take a chance and, paid more than what I really was wanting to spend on lodging by going and booking through the NRA. Right. And I will say this, one of the cool things that ended up being cool about that was the buses that run from the NRA hotels. Because we were, whether it was going or coming back, there was only one time that the bus, Saturday evening was the only time the bus was packed. It was one empty seat. Rest of the time, I mean, in the mornings, there was like maybe 10 or 12 fucking people at most. And in the evenings, there was like maybe 20, 25.
And you said they run like every 10 or 15 minutes.
And they run they run like just constantly. The schedule says every 15 minutes or half hour. I can't remember. But you were literally from one place to the other in like 10 minutes or something. I mean, it didn't take long at all, which was super nice because I was thinking that we were going to have to Uber back and forth every day, And that would have sucked. And parking trying to get down there and get parked would have sucked even worse. Especially if it rained. Did it ever rain on you, Chase? Y'all walking?
It drizzled on us. It drizzled on us one time, but luckily didn't get caught. And when we were setting up the first day, we went across the street to get something to eat. And while we were in there, it just flooded rain for about 20 minutes and then stopped. So we missed that one by like minutes.
Nice.
I will say, Clover is right to take the shuttle. I won't name names. Here's my PSA for people in Atlanta doing this stuff and hanging out. Get a little tuned up, have a little bit too much fun. It's not the best idea to go wandering around by yourself after midnight.
Anywhere,
but especially wandering around downtown and get lost and, have to have people come escort you back to your residence. Have to find you first. And then the safe harbor you find is a Waffle House.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Downtown.
I love you some
Waffle House too. But you don't want to be downtown Atlanta
that's fair.
by yourself.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And you're a little on the beyond toasty side.
Yeah.
So your PSA is like buddy system, man. Find your battle buddy. What's up with this?
You gotta have I mean, that's just general. You gotta have a battle buddy. I mean, that's
You
just
got to.
Hey, that Waffle House, dude, was locked down. You could only order at the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You had
there's
to
a
take it
reason.
to go.
Yeah,
They
there's a
didn't,
reason.
they didn't want
for it.
anybody in there, I guess, huh? Did they?
Yeah, no Waffle House fights at that one.
There was only 3 police officers inside.
That's it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, Ginger. What about Biloxi?
Biloxi's still in, but after talking to a bunch of industry people, they don't want to go to Biloxi. So I'm thinking the other one is going to be where we're going to book either that or Tampa. We're waiting to hear from Tampa.
What did Savannah say? I know we started talking about this the other night, and we got interrupted.
Savannah hasn't.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Savannah hasn't gotten back to us again.
Okay.
Be interesting.
It seems they get interested and they hear what we want and they get kind of silent for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they should be fine with the show itself because I mean Amchar has their distributor show there.
Yeah, they're fine with the show. It's the carry op thing that they don't like. Most of them don't like the carry thing.
It's Georgia. What are they worried about?
San Antonio has a gun ban in their convention center. Scott.
Did I shave?
San Antonio straight up said no.
I shaved all of it off last week.
Which is stupid because we've had Sports Inc. there twice.
They have a carry. It's a carry ban.
It's a carry ban, though.
It's a carry ban.
I wonder if there's a way. I wonder
About
if there's
that.
a way through Texas politicians to get that lifted, at least temporarily.
It's the mayor of San Antonio that's blocking it.
Once again, what if there was someone at the state level? You know,
Political pull. Yep. Yeah. Huh. My man.
Come on, all you want to be Texans, like get something going here.
Yeah.
And it was, and we also were talking with Arlington, but Arlington doesn't have our show dates.
How about Fort Worth? Fort Worth is awesome.
I don't
Fort
think
Worth
the venue's
Convention Center
big
is
enough.
closed for the next 2 years.
Is it really? Is it big enough? Would it be big enough?
And is it big enough is the question.
Yeah, it's expanding right now.
That's what
Okay.
they're doing. Okay.
So MBS, the final MBS will be in August, and then the rest of the convention center shuts down, and it won't be open for 2 years as they do an expansion.
I mean, that's
Where are they going to do NBS?
Oklahoma freaking City.
Oh, beautiful.
How you gonna go from Fort Worth and stuff to do to nowhere?
You go to Tulsa? You go to Tulsa?
Go see Snob.
Go to Tulsa. Fuck yeah.
I'd tell you a place.
I'd be more
Ginger,
excited to go
look
see
at.
one of Snob's repo trailers than I am to go to Oklahoma City.
And I don't know, Ginger, as far as venues, but it's a badass town, and there ain't no problem with hotel rooms. Have y'all looked at Branson? Because Springfield just left the road with Bass Pro, like they'd probably be a big sponsor of it.
We looked at Branson. The convention center is actually smaller than the Knoxville Convention Center.
Okay, well, I didn't know if it was big enough or not, but talking about a cool place, good food, good stuff to do at night, and oh, by the way, like there ain't no problem with hotel rooms in Branson.
I mean, if you're going to go corporate, just go talk to your buddy Johnny Morris.
He'll build you something.
Hey, can we use the pyramid in Memphis?
Oh,
I don't want to be in Memphis.
You know you don't, but Beale Street.
You don't, but they have a huge facility upstairs with nothing going on.
Yeah, they do have a huge facility up there, and Beale Street's right there.
Yes, you'd have the shop. I mean, it is a redneck mecca to go to the freaking pyramid.
Hey, yeah, but how many people want to be in Memphis?
They'd go.
Photo op alone, though.
They'd go.
About the same amount of people that want to be in Knoxville. Let's be real honest.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Knoxville now. I'm excited about getting back to them wings. Them Nashville.
Hey boy, it's not going to be sorority girl moving week this time. The scenery is going to change.
Oh yeah, they shifted it.
the scenery wasn't bad. It was just not being able to get in a table for 2.5 hours at a restaurant is what sucked.
Yeah, or wearing your drink all night.
Or being homeless.
Only one of us had that problem. So,
or being homeless.
Being homeless.
Being homeless, the Mogadishu Mile, that was a real thing.
You guys were homeless.
But that Chinese food buffet was banging.
That was pretty banging.
Holy
That was
shit.
actually
That's
legit.
That's the biggest Chinese food buffet I've ever seen in my life. That was
And you know
legit.
what? Like, I actually saw Paul smile eating dinner that night, so that was a plus.
You didn't see him getting his senior special at Shoney's when we first got there. That's the first time I've had Shoney's, and I can't tell you when.
Where was that me, you, and Paul went going to range day? We had breakfast at that chicken place. Bojangles. That's the first time I've ever been at Bojangles. That was some good shit right there.
Yeah.
It's actually Bohangles, guys.
Bohangles, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what about Waco?
Ooh,
I know where they have some land. They could build something.
Do it, John. Do it.
Oh my God, John! In all seriousness, if you don't do Waco and then have the fucking memorial barbecue, you don't have a hair on your ass.
Beautiful.
I'll bring it up to the boss lady,
and I will 100%. We will personally invite the ATF to come, hang out with us at the
and everyone's
barbecue.
got to bring their dogs if they go to the barbecue.
Right.
That will be the
bark
greatest
at the
thing
park,
ever.
baby.
Awesome.
Bark at the park, baby. Come on. Oh.
Speaking of range day, Chase, you haven't signed up yet.
I mean, do I have to?
Do you want to go to range day?
I'm probably going to range day. God, calm down.
I just need to know because I'm filling up.
Yeah, we're gonna go. You know it.
All right, I'll put you down for range day while I'm thinking about it because I just thought about it.
Hey, have I registered? Do you know?
Probably
There's
not.
a part of me that says that I've registered. A part of me says that I have not. I don't remember.
According to my list, it says you did. You should have got an email saying that you were approved.
Oh, okay. No. I thought I did. I don't remember.
John,
Did you get?
I need
get your request from Shirtless Kyle Media because he's got his own personality now?
I'm going to interrupt this real quick. John, for the audience, when is the final day for a media badge request?
For the audience, huh?
For the audience, the sooner the better. I think we're going to cut it off like a month before, but they said that last year and we just kept it open.
What would the certain expectations of a said media member be?
Oh, they would need at least 500 YouTube followers, at least 3,000 Instagram followers, 3,000
or a shirtless theme, one of the two.
Or they could just contact the person in charge and they would give them a media badge.
Or who you know. Yeah.
It's who you know.
All right.
There's always quid pro quo in there somewhere.
Hey, thank you, Paul, in the audience for that question sent in live. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
Oh, boy.
Yay!
There might be you might want to go to the goals this year for no other reason. You might witness history at goals. There could be a debut, if you will.
Hey, look, I am not just saying this. Goals was a whole fucking vibe. Excuse my language here.
Oh, I enjoyed goals.
I had a good time at goals.
Yeah.
And my hotel room was one of the best I've had in a while. One of these things.
Go fuck yourself, by the way.
Fantastical. I offered you to stay there. I'm just saying.
No, I did. And to be fair, and I think Clover will back me up on this, and Armentia, if she's still out there, probably not, but if she's still out there, she'll back you up on this. The fact that you participated in the Mogadishu Mile meant a lot for friendship.
Yep.
You did not have to do that.
Well, the best part is I did that with a hernia.
Yes.
Like an idiot.
and we all got to witness the big ass pink fucking suitcase being hiked up the Mogadishu Mile.
The best part was the random power workers looking at the giant pink suitcase and gaggled stupid.
Well, it's not like they were working on shit, so they didn't have nothing else to do.
They were just sitting around doing a lot of nothing. So
it's hey, it's cool. I'll step over these 18 down power lines while you're not doing nothing. It's cool. I got this.
Yeah.
It's great times.
Yep. A lot of memories that weekend.
Yeah. We should have
Like
just went to
how
my
hard?
hotel and played water polo in my shower, like I said before.
Like around here, so right. So I'm gonna be in a second about the fucking homeless thing. So around here, the power companies, here's what they would do: the lines go down. I get it. Like storms happen, like shit happens, right? The biggest thing is we couldn't get the vehicle. We couldn't drive down there, right?
Yeah.
So how hard is it to disconnect the fucking lines, right? Trip
Yep.
the power's off anyway.
And
if it's
they
not, you can
drove
trip it
down
off.
there, obviously. Their trucks were all there.
Unhook the lines and roll them up out of the fucking roads until you get shit fixed to roll them back out and hook them up. Like, it
Their
ain't that
trucks were
hard.
there. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard, fuckers.
Anything else you want to get off your chest?
Well, we almost had to use our contact there that we made at the Hooters, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
That
was
was
fun.
interesting.
We should go back to the Hooters for real and see if he's there.
I guarantee they're still there. If they're still alive, they're still there. I promise you that.
100%.
I think that's a nightly thing.
Did you happen to inspect this cigar you were given that night, by the way?
Negative. I think I gave it to Ginger. Did I give you a cigar, Knoxville Ginger? I think I did.
No, I don't think so. I think the only cigar I got was from Steve.
Yeah, I'm not a cigar guy, so
it was not a normal cigar.
No shit. Would I have liked it?
You'd have loved it.
Oh, I would have known that.
Got a little spliff action going in there.
I wish I would have known that. Not that I would condone that to anyone out there at all.
No, I would never condone any of that ever. That's
No,
why
I don't
probably
believe in. I don't believe in Irving. So,
hey, and our hotel had Glock cubes in their drinks.
Glock or block?
Glock.
Yeah.
Glock
there was a hotel where the bartender was super happy that we were there, and he was doing like gun themed drinks the whole weekend.
Yeah, it was sick.
I had a hotel that I walked in the door and a guy gave me a fresh towel to wipe your face with, and then a glass of champagne, and it was fantastic. So I'm staying there again.
So I'm probably going to see if John can get me hooked up with whatever room block that you guys get.
Yeah, dude, that hotel, it was one of the Hiltons. But that Hilton was freaking awesome. They were so welcoming. Like, they were pumped we were there. They were fucking excited.
There was the Tennessean is where Chase stayed, and we didn't do a room block there, but we did a room block. I think it was a Hilton across the street from the convention center.
Yeah.
The Hilton is that's the Hilton that's right next to the Tennessean, isn't it?
No, that's the Marriott.
Marriott, yeah. They were nice over there too, though.
Well,
everybody down there was happy to see us.
So I might just do that this year.
Well, when we got a deal for the Tennessee, and you just want to go with us?
Oh, I might be. Well, yeah, we'll talk off air.
Because Paul's not going. It's going to be me and Keith.
What?
Yep, no Paul.
Huh.
Wait, where's Paul not going?
Goals.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Did you finally tell him you got a bigger boot?
Well, I was going to say that there was
no, not yet.
Oh, he doesn't know yet?
No, he doesn't know he's not going either.
He doesn't know he's not going, and he doesn't know that.
Speaking of
trying to give him a swine flu. I mean,
speaking that was funny.
I think he does try.
Speaking of speaking of booths and EAA, rest in peace to one of the three fans in the booth.
Oh, you finally had one die.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, it was the power supply. The fan itself was fine. The power supply took a shit.
Oh, well, okay.
But we didn't. Normally we have a backup fan in the box, but the old man who packed the shit forgot the extra fan that's normally in there. So we had to.
Why he's not going to goals?
That's part of it. Part of it's the other part is the friendliness and.
No, he's a ray of sunshine.
Well, Mr. Sunshine didn't have very nice things to say about it, so I told him he can't go back.
There you go.
I still don't understand the mythical fan video how it actually works.
Like
I guess
technology
It's
or
magic.
what?
It's magic. It's magic. It's all
It
you
is
need to know.
magical.
It's
Yeah.
sprinkled
Oh.
with clover dust.
Yeah, I
Oh.
literally had Clover just like shake
Piss on
over
it.
it a little bit, and that's just how it works.
You
He
milk
don't piss on
Clover.
it, man. He milked. Oh wow!
I didn't say R. Kelly on it. Good God.
Jesus Christ! Wow! He said he milked Clover. That was for something completely different, Kyle. It had nothing to do with
Hey,
the
I
face.
want to.
Oh, wow.
I want a Clover.
If it's
being
got
milk
nipples,
fat.
you can milk it.
Oh, if it's got a nipple, you can milk it. Hey, mandatory carry's got a funny. So that's called dandruff. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. So you milked Clover. Jesus Christ. All right. I don't know where to go from there.
That's why Paul got a heart attack. He's working too hard. It's just too strenuous.
Jesus, we have,
He was after his Lucky Charms.
bro. Yeah. Damn. All right. Kyle, what you got going on, my man? Anything? You got anything going on at this point?
Oh, still trying to figure a lot of things out here.
I bet you are.
Hey, stop putting yourself on mute so you can huff paint and let's think this through, buddy.
Oh, but
Do you like Florida, Kyle?
I love Florida. I do love Florida. I love the climate down there.
Obviously, John didn't.
Obviously not.
But
He would burn down there. You know, he's used to Arizona. He doesn't realize what heat and humidity is.
Yeah. I don't want to live somewhere hot, so I live in Sun Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really pissed off about that cigar now. I'm going to think about that for a long time. You know what? If I didn't give it to Ginger and I didn't give it, did I give it to you, Chase? No, because you got your own, right?
I got my own.
I think I took it home.
Did you seriously?
Because I think, do you remember what it looked like, Chase?
It was like a little small, it's like a tight roll, not quite like a cigarello,
Yeah, it
but
was
it was
like
like
a cigarello kind of looking thing.
It was a little fatter than a cigarello.
Little fatter, baby.
You don't remember the band around it or nothing, I bet, do you?
I think it was maroon and gold, but I know it was something trimmed in gold.
I got a red and gold one here with green.
That may be it.
Motherfucker. Well, that's probably bad by now, anyways. But
you should enjoy that one.
Club just fired up right now, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. And I'm going to say something here and don't take the wrong way, but blow it in my face.
Yeah. So
give me some of that Clover magic, baby.
So I'm pretty sure this is probably them because there's two of them.
If I would have known,
because he gave us all one, right?
Yeah, he gave everybody one.
Yeah, so I've got two. So apparently I ended up.
Bring that to Knoxville.
Okay.
Is it still wrapped up?
They're still sealed. Yeah.
Okay, then bring
They're
that.
Here with all my. They're in here with all my pipe tobacco and a couple other cigars folks have given me.
Mandatory carriage. There's no other way to take that the right way. You're right.
Hey,
someone's gonna clip that shit.
Has Sedini officially signed up for goals?
Not yet.
Because that needs to happen, and he needs to bring his.
That needs to happen for a lot of different reasons.
No kidding. But he needs to make sure he brings his, magic bag with him.
Yes.
I think he's going with
Pinkus.
No,
Bursa.
What's his Bursa? Yeah, I was trying to think of his name. Raf.
Roth.
Raf.
Yeah, Raf.
Raphael.
Yeah, we need to make the magic Mike happen. See what I did there?
Magic Mike.
There's no 4-foot rule there.
Goddamn right.
Or whatever stupid distance it was.
Didn't stop Kyle though, apparently.
Apparently not.
Nothing stops Kyle.
Shirtless Kyle is a legend everywhere.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Before we go on,
he's like, she had a restraining order, but I was stronger.
Wow. Go ahead, Kyle. Follow that motherfucker.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Real, it's what's for dinner.
Wow. Jesus.
No, I'm gonna take just a minute, right, real quick.
Yes, sir.
I just want to let everybody know that's out there listening that today was my final day at Anderson Manufacturing. So I just wanted to send a huge thanks out to everybody that's ever listened or supported me and everything that I did at Anderson Manufacturing. I'm not leaving on bad terms or anything like that. It's just time to take the next step in my life. Yep. Yeah. Time to take the next step. And, I'm going to be still doing work with Anderson Manufacturing in a more consulting position. But no, it's been a fun ride, and I'm excited to move on to the next. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop coming on the podcast or anything crazy like that. But
no, I just want to shitless Kyle from now on.
Yeah, I want to let everybody know. Yeah, I've been tossing some ideas around, so just stay tuned. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, well, bittersweet, brother. Bittersweet.
It definitely is, man. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
I'm very, very happy for what's going on for you. Obviously, I think Anderson is not going to be the same without you. But hey, man, they know that. They know that. But I'm really, 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 really happy for you, man. So,
well, and they also know that I'm not too far away. So,
yeah,
I've always got.
You're not moving. You're not going anywhere. You're still going to be there.
I'll support them in every way possible. So,
absolutely, and continue to support Anderson like we will.
Yep.
Good people there. Good people.
Oh yeah, the best. So.
Yep. So yeah, and a lot of people may know this, but I would imagine that the vast majority of people don't know this, that, Anderson is much more than just a company to you. I mean, that's life for you. That's your home. That's, you grew up in that area. So, I mean, it's not just a place you worked,
No, it like you said, it's my hometown.
I
feel like everything we do there represents the city I was raised in. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Now they're going to miss you. I know you'll miss them, but like you said, you're still going to be doing some work with them. So, you'll still see work of Kyle's being done through Anderson, but just not in an official capacity anymore. I'm happy for you. Congrats, brother.
Thank you, brother.
And faux shizzle. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future does for you.
Me too, brother.
Ginger, what you got going on at GOA and FLR? Anything you want to talk about? What's this goals thing we've been talking about?
Well, goals is the Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit happening August 9th and 10th in beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee. It's free to all GOA members. Go meet your favorite content creators like Ghost Tactical, Shirtless Kyle. You can meet Chase. If you want to meet Clover, you can meet Clover. He'll be there. Come hang out with everybody. Go meet great speakers. So we're really excited for year 2. Lots of things going on. If you've got a college age kid, we're doing a seminar with
plenty of girls around.
Yeah. We're doing a seminar with we're doing our 2A Defender luncheon with Brandon Herrera, also teaching how to do resume, how to get into the gun industry. So if you've got a college age kid for that, we've got our women's brunch happening on Sunday morning. If you want to get into your wife or somebody that's a female into the gun space, there's a women's brunch happening Sunday. We've got tickets for dinner and listen to John Level speak have gone live. So that'll be Friday night.
The Warrior Poet's going to be speaking.
The Warrior Poet's going to be speaking on stage as well as
I'm a fan of John. I know I am. I'll be the first. I mean, I appreciate what John does. I'm a fan of John's.
Are you going to have the early bird special in the tower again this year?
No, that's what the Level thing is replacing. It's going to be over at the Marriott, and
so it's not going to start at 4:30.
No, I think that starts at 6, 5 or 6.
Told us last
what time is the show over?
3 on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 11 to 3 on Friday. Plus, there's going to be for you guys a
It's
network.
just media on
hour.
Friday still?
Yeah, it's still media on Friday.
Okay.
There'll be a networking hour from 3 till 4 outside.
And then like media and your top members or whatever, like part of the day Friday.
Yes. Well, important VIPs.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah. So that's going on. We'll have so it'll kick off with the Activist Society dinner. That's what it's called. It's John level. There'll be auctions and stuff, cool guns you can bid on, door prizes, all that stuff will be happening Friday night. Tickets are limited, so if you want one, go get it now. They're available on the Goals website.
Scott says, "Are you puppy friendly?"
Yes, you have to. I believe they have to have service dog paper, so that's a convention.
You can get that. You can get that online for $50.
Yeah. That's the convention center thing, service dog thing. They're not outside. We actually have a dog relief area outside too. But
are you going to have the kids corner?
Yes, we've got the kids corner happening.
That's good. Is it going to be pornographic signage?
I will not pay for the map if there's not. I'm just telling you.
Can we?
It has to be right.
Yeah. Can we have the Devil's Triangle bathrooms?
Oh my God! Please. Can we bring our own guns for the kids' corner? What I want to know.
No. Damn. But there will be Nerf guns set up again.
Are there going to be phallic, like
playhouses?
Playhouses again this year,
like Ace Ventura style.
That's a Kaylee question. That's her department.
So I mean, there was like one looked like a gooey duck and one looked like a clam. I'll just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be Nerf stuff. That's all I know. I'm not in charge of the kids area again, but it's only one kids area this year. I don't want to be in charge of that shit.
We can tell.
Obviously. Yeah. It's a good thing you're a ginger, soulless bastard. Don't have children. Good God.
Hey, we should have glow in the dark.
Fuck you, Kyle.
We could have glow in the dark putt.
I want to do after hours in the dark Nerf gun wars.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have like an old fashioned laser tag.
Laser tag. That's what we should do. There's laser tag in the area. We should all go get hammered and play laser tag.
Hammered and smoke a cigar and do laser tag.
I will start training today for that match.
Please don't. I don't want you to be in shape. I want shirtless Kyle.
Right.
And
I need shirtless Kyle. You know, I need you. I need you. Yes.
That's
also,
gonna happen.
You know how you win at laser tag, right? Every time.
How?
Carry in a roll of painter's tape. That's all your team needs.
That's true.
Damn.
You can't get shot. You just put it over the sensor.
Yep.
Play it in God mode.
Play to win, baby. Play to win.
You ain't cheating. You ain't competing, baby.
We can play shirts and skins for real.
Shirts and skins. I'm down. It depends on who's playing.
Like, how did laser tag turn into Smear the Queer?
we gotta. Hey, we could get all the Tennessee sororities in, and we could have fun with that one.
It's a true story.
Just throwing ideas out there. You know, if you smoke during laser tag, you give away your position. Rookie mistake. That's fair. But if
you know how bad it's going to be, we start tossing like CS canisters in a laser tag arena.
I'm throwing. I'll throw. Can you imagine? Oh my god!
And just laugh at all the weaklings, like
just the horror that people would just. Hey, if you ever want to, there would be no sinus issues the rest of the weekend, though. That's for sure.
No.
So
we will never.
I'm sorry, John. Would you like to finish your speech? You look so upset at us right now.
No, I'm good. Whatever.
He's so disappointed. He's so he doesn't know this is going to happen.
Like we're all going to wear like GOA hats, just so you know when we do this, because we're going to be very on brand for you.
Well, I just wanted to read off some of the companies that hopped on since we last talked. Sure. Mission First Tactical's coming back. We've got Digi Trigger, Pristine Bolt Action Receiver, POF USA, Coreware, Core Performance, Core Essentials are coming back. Genesis is coming back. Strike
Hey,
Industries
Clover,
is going to be
forget your belt because you can get another belt there if you need to this year.
Right.
That might
And,
be your new things.
So Strike Industries and Goat Guns just signed on today. So we're and then Maxim. I'm talking to Maxim and hopefully HK tomorrow.
Maxim, are they going to have? Were they at NRAAM? Was Maxim?
Yeah.
in? So their marketing budget's a little bit better now.
Seems that way.
Okay.
Are any of the major optics companies signed up for you?
That's what I was going to say.
EOTech, Hollow Sun.
You heard for them in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, I talked to Hollow Sun this weekend.
I mean, like traditional, like old, like rifle scopes. Like, just out of curiosity, has like any of them jumped on?
No, the only
like
rifles
Vortex,
traditional
Hold, any of those guys.
None of those guys have hopped on. The only traditional rifle scope company that's coming back, they were there last year, is Tracked Optics. And if you know nothing about Tracked Optics, they're direct to consumer, and they're the old Nikon guys.
Yeah,
they're good people.
But now, like, no,
and they're good scopes.
Night Force, US Optics, none of those.
Zero Delta.
Zero Delta. Zero Delta's good dudes.
Or no, Zero Tech.
I was just curious because it was
Zero Tech. Those were Kyle, that's where we went. The Zero Tech guys, right? Those are the Australian guys, right?
Yeah.
Those are cool ass guys, man. I like those.
Very good people.
I was just curious because the show we just attended, there was no classic major companies besides Night Force.
Loophole wasn't at NRAAM?
Loophole, Vortex.
There was.
Really? Vortex wasn't there?
None of them.
What the hell? Is it because of everything's going on?
I don't know. That's what I got to find out.
Live Free Armory pulled out of the show too, and they contacted me today about coming.
Nice.
I'm still shocked at. Wow.
Did Apollo 11 turn into Apollo 13?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm just gonna say it. Man. I think we all feel this way. I think GOA will take over the NRA show as far as popularity goes. I'm not trying to pick a team, but I think so.
It's the 360 video. That's what does it.
Taking steps. Yeah, it is the 360 video.
That'll be back again.
Are we gonna continue with the asymmetric firing line this year?
God.
Negative. We're going to Windrock Range, and they've got actual bays of dirt mounds that are built up, ready to go.
You know, there's a part of me that says it's not going to be it's not going to be Goals Range Day without fucking shooting at your friend. You know,
at least a slight, not without at least a slight chance of dying, right?
Right. I mean, that's just part of it, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
will
never
Opie
again
still be there?
G-Web says optics.
Yes, Opie will be there.
That's pretty good, G. He said optics are a fad. It's over.
Irons for life, baby.
G-Webs, you need to make it to Knoxville, bro. I need to see you. I need me some G time. I need you to go to Knoxville this year. Need you to go to Knoxville. I can't just do like once a year freaking shot anymore.
Well, I know how to make it. I know how to make it happen. Everybody listening right now, go buy $1,000 worth of shit on Amazon and tell all of your friends and neighbors and family to go buy $1,000 worth of shit on his Amazon store, and there you go.
Or we can find out that there's an Amazon what do you call it, like auction or whatever he goes to there in Knoxville. He'd go for that.
Oh, if you mapped out all the Amazon auctions in Knoxville, he'd be there. Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
So, John, what you have to do is you have to invite John, like Shrek, like John McPhee, so you can have G-Webs.
Please,
you can have G-Webs and Shrek have a van off.
Oh, okay. What you really don't want to do is get Tim Kennedy there. Just throwing it out there.
That's why we didn't invite FN.
Okay, this is no bullshit whatsoever. Y'all need to reach out to Dakota's people.
I've got
Dakota. I can hook you up with his publicist.
I've got his direct contact info and all.
I do too, but I don't want to like give that. I can give his I mean,
I I'm not give his cell phone out, but I'll give his business phone and his business email and all that. Yeah.
Dakota who?
Dakota.
Seriously?
Dakota, what the fuck?
I didn't hear what you.
Dakota Meyer. He's a Marine, won the Medal of Honor, and after 15 years, re-enlisted back in the Marine Corps last year.
Yes.
Last week.
I know who you're talking about, but you just said Dakota.
Mr. Palin.
Okay, well, Mr. Palin, wow. Not wrong. not his best moment.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
Old enough to know who Dakota Fanning is.
I mean, you can get her too if you want, but
also I gotta say this. Ghost Clover, 6 years ago, I met you two fuckers. It came up in my feed. NRAAM 2019 at Indy.
NRAAM in 2019 Indy. Yep.
So that was 6 years ago yesterday.
Wow.
We were there at the Faxon booth when Johnny was doing his thing, and that's where we met.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking memories in 6 years, you know? Yeah. And it was, I mean, it's almost 6 years to the day. Is it 6 years to the day today? Is that it?
Yesterday was 6 years to the day.
That's crazy. Wow. And we're still friends. God.
I know,
right?
Well,
friendly. We're friendly.
We're friendly-ish. Hey, before we all get off, we have to sing "Happy Birthday" to Ghost too.
Why?
Hey, before we all get what?
Get off. I got off early today. Sorry, I didn't
chose those words carefully. Well, because we didn't do it last week, so we need to do it. I
don't want anyone to do it.
No. Well, I know you don't. That's why we should do it.
You're a piece of shit. You know that, right? Nope, we're not doing that. All right. Chase. EAA. Anything drop besides the golden dot? Anything drop recently? Or that's getting ready to drop, actually, isn't it?
Optic Ready Brats. That was the fun stuff. That's it for now. John and Clover played with some potential new stuff. We'll see what happens. Yeah. See what happened there. I just got some new stuff back from the feds on conditional. So there's some new stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, so we'll see. I
think we got a big ass shipment coming in tomorrow from you guys, I think.
Yeah, you do. You actually got another one. Get ready to. You just got another one just left too.
Oh, did we? Huh.
Yeah.
Any match X's in either one of those?
Maybe. Yeah.
Cool. I got a lot of people wanting that shit. I sold a bunch of racks in the last couple of days, but
if I seriously had $1 for every time someone walked up and go, "Where can I buy one of these? I want one of these. Where can I buy one of these?" I would have had a fantastic time at Cheetah. Just saying.
I should have just sent you some business cards and said, "Here, call this guy."
Oh, Clover.
Yeah.
Write this down in your book, dude. You need to put a QR code on the back of your shirt.
No, I've already talked to Sean today. We like shooting because I got a new design that I need to get done before GunCon. And as soon as that is done, that way I've got the imagery for it. I am creating a business card with all the various styles on one side and the QR code on the back. And as soon as somebody says something about any shirt I'm wearing, they're getting the fucking card.
Ghost, it was crazy. It was like everybody at NRAAM was like, "Yo, Chloe, where'd you get that shirt, dude?"
So what you're saying is the next NRA show, there's going to be a Camerado booth with Sean Harris in the middle of it.
I think they should go to GOA, dude.
I think they should go to both of them. Like, forget the organizational aspect, just from the monetization aspect.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Sean didn't go last year, did he, Ginger?
I think they were. I think they had.
Was he there?
He was there.
Yeah,
Sean was there. He's coming back this year. I don't think
John didn't put him on anything because he doesn't like him, but he was there.
No, I put him. He was on a panel last year.
No, he wasn't. You didn't like. You said I'm not putting Shot on a panel. I don't like Shot.
No, Sean was on a panel last year with Patton and them, and he had a booth that got stolen because he had an FRN booth.
He did. Else. And Gun Freedom Radios took it over for whatever reason. Damn sure did.
Oh, that's right. He was supposed. Yeah, he was. That's right. We were supposed to have a place to do our little shit at.
Yep. And then
I
Gun Freedom Radio.
About that. It was right there in the corner in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. He said.
I forgot about that.
He said that he has plans, even though I told him about everything. He's got plans to go to Houston. Sean does, and next year, and he said he would definitely be at goals today. So
There you go.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Well, you might need to get a booth for him. Put your fucking shirts up there.
and actually not let somebody confiscate the fucking thing this time. I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
It was. I think she came in on Saturday, and Big Josh forgot Sean's backdrop on Friday.
So she just said, "We're taking this."
I guess so.
Wow.
Good job being in charge, John.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a deputy, dude.
Listen, I was
back
a little,
back
I was
back
a
then. He was
little-
just he was like a jailer last year. You know.
Oh,
He hadn't
That's a
made the
little
enforcer
overwhelmed.
level yet, you know.
he hadn't got commissioned by then. Clover, what you got going on? Anything?
How
What?
big a-
No?
Pimping out fucking Camerado shirts.
That's about it, man. Yeah. Camerado.com/CloverTac. Yeah, everybody wants them. Go get them.
yeah.
New design dropping soon. I hope. Anyway, next few weeks maybe. We'll see.
There you go. There you go. What color?
I'm not giving that
Can
away.
you give the color away? I'm not
I'll
saying
tell
the
you.
design, but
I'll tell you. There's like a sky blue, and then there's like it's very 70s. But like there's a sky blue base. There's like a lime green and an orange in there, and a yellow and a black and a brown. More of a gold.
so basically
I think, than a yellow.
everything, every color, basically.
Well, it wouldn't be mine if it wasn't all bright and obnoxious. Not like OB obnoxious, but like literally obnoxious. Anyway,
So
I'll
it's
tell
like
you.
a Lakers jersey.
I'll
felt
tell you
like
when we
toxic
go
waste.
off air. I will tell you.
That's
but
fair.
That's
That's
all I'm giving away now.
All right.
Will we see air clover patches by GOA?
I
But
don't
that
know.
needs to happen.
By GOA, I don't know. That may have to be a shot thing.
Well, because of the tariffs, he's not gonna have any patches for a while.
Man, this
Sorry.
is
You know,
true.
so
I don't
here's the
even-
thing. Like, so
Yeah.
you know, remember I didn't get my patches in time for SHOT Show. Remember that?
Did you ever get
So
them?
I did get them like about a month ago. I got them like literally like in March. So
Wow.
literally, yeah, I did get them. So I've got all of those that GOA will be. Well, I'll be able to get those out. So I've got patches at old time prices now, which is pretty cool. Actually, I might have lucked out on this whole deal.
Yeah, I bet I don't get those dollar patch deals no more.
Guarantee it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Cheap patches are done for.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on where they're coming out of in the trade deal and the tariff deals that are struck. So
They might be making some in Ukraine before you know it.
well, this is true.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's what you should do, John. You should get the FPV. You should get the FPV drones guys at goals.
Oh shit!
That's coming. That's the next big thing.
Come on, John. Say something.
We got yelled at for having drones in the convention center last year, so I'm not having any drones this year.
Wow, that's weird.
Get yelled at by who?
The fuck?
By the fire marshal because they were too close to the fire suppression system and they were worried about people hitting them.
I can dress up as Jim Carrey as fire marshal, and I can tell him to go fucking suck
Yeah.
a dick.
You're a gosh darn deputy, John.
You're a deputy.
Yeah.
Just show him the
Hey,
badge.
firstly, these drones go boom. All right, so it doesn't matter. You can fix that problem. Secondly, literally, like NBA Sports Inc. shot NRA. There's drones flying around there. Who cares?
Yeah, I didn't care until the fire marshal yelled at me.
Hey,
Yell back.
They will
Show
shut her
your
down.
badge and tell him
That's
to
the
go
only
suck
thing
it.
about fire marshal. They'll shut her down.
They
Yeah,
will
what's he gonna
shut
do?
down.
Send his like Dalmatian in to hump your leg? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Hey, the fire marshal. I was at a Rick Ross concert. Stop the concert. Turn the
Stop!
lights on.
Stop!
Middle
What
of
the
the
fuck
concert.
did you just say?
Oh, dude.
So, John, Rick Ross was a famous rapper.
That's amazing. Like, is Rick Ross still alive?
Dude, they're still touring. It was like all the old ones. It was T.I.,
What?
Young Jeezy,
Oh my
Rick Ross.
God.
and
Really?
who else? There was somebody else. Anyway, Mystical or not Mystical? Yeah, Mystical.
Yeah, won't be
Holy
mystical
shit.
anymore. He's a little trouble.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, Scott says drones at range day, please.
Oh, drone will be a range day for sure.
Target practice.
Hey, will primary arms optics be a GOA?
They will not be having a booth, but they'll have a shoot house at range day.
Okay. Cool.
Aren't they sponsoring range day?
Yeah, they're the title sponsor for range day.
But they're not going to have a booth?
They don't have a booth that they can bring to this one. They weren't at NRAAM either. Their booth got destroyed during the hurricane.
They could just put a backdrop and some fucking couches and shit.
Yeah, just some futons.
Yeah.
I offered it to
apparently
them
it was
like
the
4 or 5
busiest. It was the
times.
busiest booth in the fucking show. So,
I mean, that's what Anderson's got to have at the show. Is just.
I mean, yeah, that's just us moving forward from here on out, dude.
Give me the good time booth.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, to be honest with you.
Well, besides mine, but mine's a good time for different reasons.
Yeah, casting couches are a good time in general.
Yeah,
casting couches and cup chair. That's a great band name. Couches and chairs.
I was gonna say for the open bar, but we got that going on too.
Yeah.
I want to start doing that every show going forward. I'm gonna put a cup chair in the corner and just see who sits in it.
To see see anyone actually says something about it. What's up with the chair? If you know, you know.
Why is there a tripod set up in front of this couch?
Exactly.
I'm gonna put literally just the couch, like the couch with the chair and the ring light, and a phone, like a tripod with a phone, and just see what everybody does.
And if they do go in and record something, that'd be kind of cool, just to get whatever they recorded about EAA. But if they understand what it is, that would be amazing. All right, we got some shit we got to talk about in the after chat. So thank you guys for watching. If you're out there watching this in replay or listening in podcast form, make sure you try to stop by every Tuesday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern over on the Ghost Tactical YouTube channel. And come join the live studio audience. Good people out there. Thanks, guys, for always watching. Get to the range. Be more proficient with your firearms. Stay in tune with what's going on with your local, state, and federal 2A. Make sure you're staying in touch with a GOA. They can help you in all of that situation. Go see everybody at Goals. Goals is going to be off the Chisang in Knoxville in August. Enjoy your freedoms of being American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you next week. Semper Fi.